California has lost their damn minds. I mean, sadly, that used to be like a clickbaity kind of catchphrase, but seems like anymore it's becoming the standard. Hey guys, Matt from Just Wrench It here. Now, I've been busy lately. I haven't got a lot done car-wise, and you know, it is what it is. Life kind of gets in the way sometimes. But we're getting back to some stuff here soon, so look forward to that. I should be doing some paint work on the Acadia. But I was scrolling through Facebook earlier, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I found. I stumbled upon. Somebody had posted a poster of, like it was a poster from like a DMV in California, and it was talking about unlicensed dismantlers, and of course the people in the comments are all talking about it, and this and that and this and that. So, and a lot of people are calling it like fake, right? Like a lot of them are saying, oh no, I dismantle cars, or I, do repairs or whatever, and I'm fine, and I don't have any issues, and all this and the other. So I decided to look into it, and I go to the website, and I have pictures. I will show you guys those. I went to the website for California's DMV, and I found what they were talking about. There's a section for unlicensed dismantlers. Now, I'm going to go into this real quick and say that, yes, what they're actually talking about are like legit salvage yards, right? They're talking about business of any kind that you would take a salvage vehicle wrecked, hopefully, theoretically, unrepairable, right? And then strip it for parts. Their main issue seems to be California and their EPA, the oil, the fluids and things. They're saying unlicensed dismantlers are more than likely not going to dispose of things properly. And that's a fair thing, like, right? That could be, yeah, there's probably some jerk out there that does that. Okay, whatever. But here's the thing, for all you guys out there that are somewhat like me, I'm in Ohio, thank God. My state's not crazy. You guys are out there, and you're like me, and you're rebuilding cars. And on rebuilds, okay, this really doesn't seem on the surface to qualify, right? Because on the surface, they're talking about salvage, or they're talking about like scrap yards, dismantlers, okay? But here's my thing, and here's what I was sitting there thinking about, and I'm like, wait a minute, some of you guys out there in Cali, like I know Cali Rebuildables, and a couple of these other guys out there in California could run into an issue and could be breaking the law without really realizing it. Okay, so let's talk about this. So under these laws in California, what we're thinking here is, you're a guy like me, you rebuild cars. You buy a car from Copart or IIAA or whatever they are, IAAI, whatever. You buy a car from them, and you're hopeful, right? Like, say you looked at it and, it seemed fine. Or say it's mechanical damage, right? And you're not really sure what is the exact deal with it, but you think you can fix it. Well, let's say you get it, and either the damage is more extensive or unrepairable for you to do, or like, let's say it's mechanical, and let's say the engine's just completely blown, or some other very expensive component on some of these newer vehicles that you just don't want to mess with, and you decide that you're just going to go ahead and part out the car. And here is our impasse. You have just crossed the line from a salvage rebuilder to a backyard dismantler if you're going to part out that vehicle. Your only option, I would think, would be to sell the vehicle whole. Then maybe you could get away with it. But if you start piecing it out, then all of a sudden you've broken this California law, statute, whatever they call it, and then you are subject to investigation or fine or whatever it is, the penalty. I was looking on the information I had. You know how stuff like that is. They say like, oh, it could be up to $100,000 fine, but that's probably if they catch like a full-fledged business operation just doing whatever they want, right? So somebody in their backyard probably wouldn't get in that much trouble, but California has lost their damn minds. I mean, sadly, that used to be like a clickbaity kind of catchphrase, but seems like anymore it's becoming the standard. Like they just, what in the hell? I mean, I get it. Nobody wants to dump oil, you know, on the ground or radiator fluid or, you know, whatever have you, but I don't think people on a whole do that. And if you look, I'll put the picture back up on the screen here. They literally say that anyone who's not licensed is more than likely just dumping oil and radiator fluid and transmission fluid or whatever else is coming out of these cars. They literally state that basically if you're not licensed, then yeah, that's what you do, is you're dumping this stuff all over the ground and into the waterways. And it's just, it's ridiculous for them to assume that, but it's even more ridiculous that, I mean, they're like the state of regulation, right? They just won't stop. Like, they regulate every aspect of your life. It's just so bad out there. I can't imagine why anybody lives there. There's got to be a benefit, but there's so many cons to think about. But yeah, guys, so if you're in California and you repair cars or you rebuild cars, you might want to watch out for this task force, because apparently there's, I looked at the information online. I downloaded the poster. They actually have a link. You can download the poster in English and Spanish, so you can, I don't know, spread the word. But there's a tip line. Like, anybody can call and report basically their neighbor or a business or anybody. They can just call and report you, and then all of a sudden you're under investigation for unlawful dismantling of a vehicle. So yeah, I guess watch your asses out there, guys, or you know, re-examine your mortgages and get ready to move. Like, that's getting really weird. I mean, I was looking through the comments on the Facebook thing, and some guys were talking about they weren't even allowed to change their oil in their own driveway. One guy said he got ticketed for doing a transmission in his driveway because he lives in California. Like, that's just, to me, that's nuts. And I don't understand it. I mean, I guess that's how California does, and you guys might be used to it, but to the rest of the country, for the most part, states that have, you know, half a decent legislature are just looking at this going, you know, what the hell? Like, how can they? I mean, I get how they can do it, but why would they do it? It just seems like, at this point, it just seems like it's taxation for taxation. Like, they're making up things that are illegal or against the rules just to basically make criminals out of people. This isn't, I can't imagine that this is a widespread problem. Maybe like way back in the day, you know, in like the 50s, when there weren't a lot of regulations, people just kind of did what they want. But now everybody generally accepts that it's bad to spill these fluids. It's bad to, you know, do things like that. And I can't tell you anyone that I've met in any time, honestly, that just blatantly spills fluids for no reason. So it's really interesting, guys. I just wanted to give you a heads up. I saw that. I thought it was crazy. Figured I'd record this and make a video on it. So, yeah, that's what I got for today. California is losing their damn minds. Alright, well, that's it for me. Guys out there in California, watch yourselves, and I will talk to you later, guys. Matt from Just Wrench It, out.